Test. Hello guys, it's Francis and Dead again. Welcome to my channel and the program. So tonight I like to be even more completely honest with you guys. I like to talk about my dreams, my ultimate wet dreams. The things I like to do and things goals I like to achieve, and the actions. Various types of actions I've been taking and I've been taking to put the wind, to make the wind, to make the trend, to make the overall Nagale blow into my favor. Overall, I don't think I have done that pretty well so far. I met many setbacks, and overall, I'm not very happy with myself and with my current situation. Also, if you ask me why I make this video clip to address my own dreams and even broadcast it to the rest of the world, it's because I like to see if one's dream can really change over time, and can whether it can really fade away as life progresses, as time elapses. So back to the main theme of this video clip. What are my dreams? What are my dreams, and what am I supposed to achieve in this life that God has given me? I'm pretty certain, although I'm absolutely uncertain why God made me and why He created me, and what plans exactly He has prepped for me. But I'm absolutely certain that pretty much everyone has no definitive purpose and no definitive answer to questions that big, to question this big. So here are the words from my heart. I really hate this hellhole, this world, and this reality. And I really have to agree with the Bible. The Gospel of John. It says, "Do not love the world, for anyone who loves this world, our Heavenly Father's love does not dwell on him." I still feel very conflicted, because in this world, on this planet, I still have a couple of things that I hate to stay away and apart from, such as sex, lust, pornography, some pseudo necrophilia, pornographies. I usually watch them, though recently I managed to cope with this type of unrighteous lust somehow. Also, what I hate about this world is that every day we get to see lots of bad news. We get to listen to lots of bad news, and we get to meet some really shitty people. And that can include your family. That can include your family members. Sometimes pretty much everyone can turn quite shitty. They can turn so shitty that you don't even feel like talking to anyone anymore for a relatively considerable amount of time. I can recall the fact that I actually didn't speak to anyone with more than, let's say, more than 5 words for like probably nearly two months while I was still in Sydney, just living on my own, and managed to made a small amount of money to meet my ends meet, and I just during that period of time, I just didn't have anyone whom I felt like speaking to with words from my heart. I just completely devoid of trust among, completely devoid of inclination to trust anyone at all. So even until now, from time to time, I still tend to get some doubts relating to whether, let's say, my grandma's love, whether my grandma loves me genuinely or not, or she actually has had some deliberate plotting and planning, to attain some goals, some personal goals, or some personal, things. I know I can't express the notion here very explicitly, and I honestly don't know how to express that. But I'm sure each and every one of you guys who has watched some of my video clips can get what I'm trying to say here. And yes, tonight I don't really feel like shitty, but I also don't feel like talking to my friends from all over the world like I did yesterday and like I did the day before. Now I'm still not sure about that. I'm still not sure about why this bizarre sensation occurred to me. But yeah, So what are my ultimate dream, my ultimate wet dream that I hope to get in this life is to live in peace, to live in peace somewhere remote but not fully devoid of technologies, where I can still have my access to the internet, but I just don't like, dealing with people anymore. I just, even I made lots of videos regarding social engineering, people manipulation skills, infiltration skills, sabotaging skills, ethical hacking skills, etc. All I tried to, every piece of video clip relating to these particular topics, I tried to film. I did this because I did, but I did them in order to gain more status, to gain, to gain more views on my YouTube channel. But now I just, these purposes, these goals, they don't seem quite particularly meaningful to me anymore. Not as meaningful as they used to seem to me. Yeah, so you know, that's my ultimate wet dream. I hope to get in this life, you know, is to stay far away from the civilized world, yet still have access to technologies, to the internet, and you know, to some, or at least I hope to you know, to have my neighbors who are all completely freaking honest like I am, or who are completely, you know, noob like I am. You know, just so that I don't have to wear any masks, so that I don't have to pretend to have what sort of capabilities whatsoever. You know, just to stay away from you know, hypocrites, to prevent myself from becoming indoctrinated into becoming another hypocrite. Yeah, that's what I've been dreaming of to attain in my life, in this life of mine. And speaking of MGTOW, yeah, MGTOW, I still don't consider myself as a fully grown and fully developed MGTOW just yet, since I still do not possess the necessary competency and capability to sustain myself and to make the ends meet always and always. You know, you know, since judging from the fact I'm still living with my grandma, since I got back from Sydney, Australia. You know, yeah. Anyway, to put in short, it's I think I am currently experiencing the the so-called quarterly life crisis that usually occurs to every other you know, youth on this planet who were born in their 90s of the 20th century. Yeah. So if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any ideas you feel like sharing, please don't hesitate to post those things below this video clip. If you feel like talking to someone, yet you still can't find anyone, or you just have some, you know, or you just have something unwilling to share with your close friends and with your families, or with whatever, with whoever, just feel free to speak to me on WhatsApp, on Facebook Messenger, on Google Hangouts, etc. So I look forward to seeing you guys in person, face to face, someday, sometime, somewhere. And I'm your host, Francis Undead. Thank you again for watching and listening. And God bless, enjoy weekend, and stay awesome. I shall see you on the next video on YouTube. Bye bye. Cheers.